Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a great day wherever you are watching this. Today, I am really excited because we are going to look at the first American English listening and speaking lesson that I have planned for this channel. For this lesson, we'll look at a video from a YouTube channel called Soul Pancake. It has a lot of good native phrases and expressions that you can learn and start using right away. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Let's get started. All right, this video is part of a series called Reverse Assumptions. An assumption is something that is thought to be true, but you don't really have any proof. So it's kind of like a guess about someone or something. For this video, two pairs of people will sit together and have a conversation, but they can't see each other. After talking for a while, they try to guess what the other person looks like. Let's watch the first clip now.
Peter, what do you do?
I am semi-retired and I am a telemarketer for the LA Philharmonic.
So, Naria, what do you do for a living?
I refurbish furniture, old furniture, and I dog walk, dog sit, and dog foster.
What do you do for a living?
I studied opera, but right now I DJ.
You went from studying opera to becoming a disc jockey?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, Henry, what do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living? I'm actually retired right now. I used to be in the aerospace industries.
Have you been in a relationship recently?
I am currently in a relationship, and I've been in relationships for a great deal of my life, I would say.
Did you have a lot of siblings?
I have two older brothers. One is in maritime, and my other brother is a lawyer. It's very difficult for us to be together. We try to get together once a year in the Middle East. We all fly in.
Okay, hopefully you were able to understand most of that. If it's too difficult, you can slow down the video or turn on the subtitles in the setting menu here. Okay, let's practice. Write, speak, or think about your answers to these questions. Number 1, what do the people in the video look like? And 2, what did they talk about? Take a minute to think about your answers. Here are some partial answers I wrote just about Peter, but it would be good for you to practice with each person from the video. For what do the people look like? Peter is an older man with gray hair, blue eyes, and a mustache. He's wearing a navy shirt and black pants. And then what did they talk about? First, they talked about their jobs. Peter said he's semi-retired, but does telemarketing for the LA Philharmonic. Okay, now let's review some vocabulary from that section. What do you do is a really, really common question in English, and it is the exact same as asking, what is your job? Semi is a prefix, and it means partly or somewhat. So in the video, Peter said he's semi-retired, which means he's somewhat retired, but not 100% retired. The next 4 words aren't very common, but I wrote the definitions just in case you were curious. All right, let's watch a second clip from the video.
What are 3 things you're passionate about?
Animals, I'm passionate about music, and I'm passionate about God.
Henry, do you have a big family?
Well, I had a big family. We were 6 children, mother and father, but I'm the last one left. World War II started in the country that I lived in. And of course, everything stopped, but particularly for our family due to religion.
What are you really passionate about?
Very passionate about my dogs. I'm a dog guy. I have 2 shelter dogs. One is a dachshund. and the other is a mix.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you married? Are you engaged? Are you single? Are you looking?
I am married.
You're married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're still finding out about things.
I want to say you're like 5'8". I feel like you're in your 70s. You might have gray hair that once used to be brown. For some reason, I feel like you're wearing a blue shirt. They're nicer shoes, but they're not like dress shoes. Some sort of pants, I hope.
You're in your late 20s. I think that you have long, dark hair. You're definitely Middle Eastern, at least your parents. Now I think she's wearing a very easy pair of jeans. And blouse.
5'6", 5'8". I think she's 28. She has red hair. She's wearing a floral blouse, slacks, sneakers.
You're in your late 80s, short, gray, beautiful hair. At first, I thought French, Henry with an I, and you mentioned Belgium, and you're Jewish, so Belgian Jew. You are wearing a button-up shirt, long sleeve, obviously pants, maybe linen pants.
Okay, now let's practice. Answer these questions. If you need help, go back and rewatch those sections of the video and see how the native speakers answered these questions for themselves. Okay, now let's look at some vocabulary. Particularly, it means especially or more than everything else. I'll give you an example. All my finals were difficult, but my math final was particularly difficult. So that's like saying my math final was more difficult than everything else, or it was especially difficult. Due to is almost the exact same as because of. So use it before you give the reason for something. So we could say, the baseball game was canceled due to bad weather. Okay, and then Henry says, you're still finding out about each other. This just means you're still learning or still getting to know each other. Obviously is also a good word to know. It means clearly, or, you know, something is very obvious and easy to understand. Okay, let's watch another clip.
Hi.
Hi.
Was I close? Oh, that was my second guess. Your
Wrong.
pants.
No pants.
Oh, tiny pants.
I was right about the hair. Kind of.
Are you colorblind? Does
Laugh.
it look red? Cool.
This was fun. It's like
This was fun.
it's like therapy without the psychiatrist.
Right.
You were right with the age. I'm 70.
Nice.
I guessed you were 28.
You're very close.
Yeah.
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good.
You look like you should be in a band. Kinda, yeah.
I'm letting it grow out.
And did you have brown hair before?
Mousy brown.
Exactly.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I have no surprise here. Now, the one thing I must know immediately, the country.
Mexico.
Get out of here!
Mexican and Spanish.
You were born here, though.
No, I wasn't.
You were born in Mexico?
Yes.
How long were you there?
6 months, and then I moved to Singapore.
To see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew
For
up
how
in
long?
Singapore, 16 years. Wow. I mean,
You're
a handsome man.
Pretty much what she said, right?
yeah, but you're very handsome.
Except I don't like this late 80s business.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
bad enough being 82.
sorry.
You got this from the Holocaust and the World War II.
I was trying to do the math in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're much younger looking than
Oh,
I
thank
was.
you.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely,
you made
for
up
sure.
for it. Good.
And so was I right about Belgium?
Yes.
Yes.
Born in Brussels, Belgium.
Okay, I thought we could pause and review some of the vocabulary from that section. Like I said, if these clips are a little bit hard for you to understand, slow the video down, turn on the subtitles, and try rewatching it. Lavender is a color, and it's pretty close to purple. I put an example of the lavender color there in the notes. Immediately is an adverb, and so when it describes an action, it means that this action happened right away without any wasted time. And then get out of here, that's a casual phrase that is used to show that you're really surprised by something. So saying get out of here is like saying, oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, and then last, to make up for something, it means that there was a bad situation, but it's now fixed and made better. I'll give you an example. I did bad on my first science test, but I made up for it by getting the best grade in the class on the second science test. Okay, let's watch the rest of the video.
I just graduated from college, and my family lived in Connecticut, and naturally I gravitated to New York. I'm gay. And,
Yeah, I know.
so, gay bars were illegal in New York in the 60s.
Oh, so it was illegal before?
They were illegal.
Oh, I didn't
totally
know.
illegal.
Okay.
I used to, there was a bar called Julius, which was around the corner from the Stonewall, and I'd go back and forth. Stonewall was significant in that gay people finally had a voice. And it really was the drag queens of the Stonewall
Right.
who literally were throwing trash cans at the police that night. And it was a pretty nasty scene. I got out of there. To me, that was the beginning of gay liberation.
I've never met anybody who survived what you did.
Well,
So.
not too many of us left, I'm afraid. But there are two kinds, so a little lesson here. There's a Holocaust survivor, the parents, that, like my parents would have been Holocaust survivors. They still live today, but they would be in their very, very late 90s or 100 and
Right.
over. So when I say Holocaust survivor, it's hidden children Holocaust survivor. So that you were then, when the war started, we were, well, either babies or up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. I was 7 when the war started.
So lovely
It's been
meeting
fun.
you.
Nice
It's been
meeting
really
you.
fun. Yeah, it's great meeting new people that are, into similar things.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, too.
Oh my gosh.
All right, good job making it this far. We're almost done. Here's the last set of vocabulary words. Literally, that's a really common word in English, and usually it's just used to give special importance or emphasis to a situation. So, for example, I've been exercising really hard. I've literally been to the gym every day this month. And then down at the bottom, I'm afraid. This can mean the same thing as I'm scared, but sometimes it has a different meaning. Sometimes it's used to just introduce bad news or a negative situation. For example, maybe you go to a restaurant that is really busy, there's lots of people, and the host of the restaurant says, "I'm afraid there is a 45-minute wait." He's not actually scared, he's just introducing some bad news to you. Okay, so here are a few extra practice ideas for you to do on your own using this video. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. One question that I really liked from the Soul Pancake video is, what are 3 things that you're passionate about? For me, I would say fitness, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and writing music. How about you? Write in the comments below 3 things that you are passionate about. Thanks again for watching my video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.